out here today. Holy, we've been having such nice weather, and like wearing shorts and also being able to wear my flip-flops. It is flipping freezing out here. I'm walking because the bus said it was coming at 2:47, I guess it was, and then I was waiting, and then I checked and it said the actual time is coming at 3:05. So it's running pretty late. So I decided I'm not going to chance it.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Don't take your picture. Can I take a video of you instead? That was weird. No one's ever asked me before when I'm vlogging what I was doing. Did you hear that? He's like, are you okay? Maybe he thought I was doing a cry for help or something using my camera. Interesting, that's ever happened. Don't take my picture. That was funny. Anyways, so what I was saying is that I don't want to take a chance because he gets from school, they get out at like 10 after, so that's pushing it. But anyway, speaking of school, we did his observation last week. I'm not sure if I touched on that or not. I don't think I talked about that, but what I found was he was very much a loner. He worked by himself. He was with a group of kids, but he never necessarily talked to the kids. And when he did, it was just like really short sentences. So it surprised me because he talks about kids all the time. So I assumed he had like a gaggle of friends, which he still does. But this is a stop sign lady way back there. You should have stopped. Oh, people. So when I could see him individually playing, look, he was with a bunch of kids, but he wasn't playing. So I asked the teacher, like, is that something he does a lot? And she said, yes, he's always by himself. And in his mind, he's still with these kids, because he is. And in his mind, he's probably playing with them, but he's not. If that makes any sense. So, yeah, it just really shocked me. Another observation was that I could tell how bored he was. I felt terrible, because I could just see that kid was like, this ain't for me. Why am I here? I know all this stuff. I don't want to do this stuff. And I get there's stuff there that they do that prepares them for grade 1 or whatever, and all those other grades, but he's 3 years old. I keep reiterating that to her. He's 3 years old. She said that, like, for example, with the art stuff, he's not interested in art stuff. That's my fault he's not interested in art stuff. Well, that being said, he is interested in art stuff. He's just not interested in the traditional art stuff. He's not interested in painting with a paintbrush, because we don't paint with a paintbrush at home. We paint with rocks. We paint with leaves. We paint with spaghetti. We don't use a paintbrush. So I guess that's on me. Also, like, when writing and stuff, she said because he's ambidextrous, I don't know if that's how you say it, he uses both hands, then when he has to use his right hand, he has a little harder time than when he uses his left hand. So when he uses his right hand, his Y's are backwards, but when he uses his left hand, they're not. And she showed us, like, for example, like the first week of school, his writing compared to now has definitely changed, which was a good thing. But like all the stuff she talked about when she was like concerned when she wanted to go to Kids Ability, that's all changed. And I knew it would. Because he didn't know her. He was thrown into this program, regardless of his age. He was just thrown in, you know, and he was expected to do all these things, doesn't know this lady. I mean, suddenly he's with these 30 strange kids, and he's got to listen to some person that just tells him what to do that's not his mom and dad. So I knew that things would change, because now his writing is definitely improved. His, like, drawings have improved. I had to find it really funny and kind of like I had to kind of explain to her what the drawings meant, because when they asked him, so what are you drawing? Almost every single picture said it was a fire guy, and the fire guy was saving Princess Leia from Darth Vader, or Darth Vader was coming to capture Princess Leia, or the fire guy was turning into a baby. So, who do you think the fire guy is? Think about it. The fire guy is Mario. He spits fire. Ryder plays the Wii U quite a bit. Like, that's his reward, that he gets to play for half an hour every night if he's done something good, you know, or like when he comes home or whatever, like he gets to do it. That's his game. So I had to kind of laugh, and him and I play Lego Star Wars for the Nintendo on the weekends. So yeah, I had to laugh. She also said that he was way too smart. No, she didn't say he's way too smart. She said he was very smart. She said that she showed us this testings that they've been doing, and like with the numbers and letters, and he had a ton of letters that he got right. I think he got 2 wrong on the like upper and lower case. So for example, he thought an U was an O, but it was a fancy U. So yeah, and then another thing he got wrong was a Q, a fancy Q. He said was a G. That's it. Everything else he scored perfect on. Scored perfect score out of 56 on his letter sounds, what they sound like, and 52 out of 52 out of what they, like an animal that letter started with, or whatever. Like he got perfect scores in like all of those. And then he got a perfect score in the numbers up to 100, and writing the numbers, I think, too, that he had to do. Whatever it was, he scored perfect scores in all of that. The only thing she's really concerned about is his fine motor skills. And when she says fine motor skills, she means like holding a pencil correctly. But that being said, it was the first week of school. She said now she doesn't really have any concerns about it, and he holds the mouse properly now. But if you think about it, he really doesn't hold a pencil at home. He holds crayons, which are big and fat. He doesn't hold a pencil. So that's on me again, because it's not something we've ever done. And he, you know, when he's writing, he writes with a bigger marker or a stylus or something. I mean, so yeah. Also, because he uses both hands, she's saying the right hand is a little harder. The left hand he can do perfectly, so she's thinking maybe he will be left-handed, but he can also use his right hand. She said he has a eidetic memory. Now see, I don't have that, so I don't know if that's even the right words, meaning that he doesn't forget anything. She kind of compared him, without really saying the name, to Sheldon Cooper, A Big Bang. We've also done that before and said that because I noticed like a lot of the same things that the character Sheldon Cooper has, Ryder does share. Like math in his head already at 3, and you know, the numbers and letters and all of that, and plus the memory, and also like if I do knock knock, or like knock 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 or whatever, like I have to finish it. He would never just let me do knock knock. I'd have to say knock knock, who's there? And you know how like if you watch Big Bang, Sheldon goes like 3 times, Ryder does that. But anyways, so it did all go really, really well. We did agree on him going Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays now, because we think that it would help with him being a little bit more like, oh, I don't want to come, or I don't want to go, and with him being bored quite a bit of times. So yeah, so she suggested it, and I said yes. I initially said, okay, I would rather him come, be off Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, but she said that Mondays and Fridays works better, so that's what we chose. Now it's just going to be a temporary thing. We'll see how it goes. Maybe in January he won't be as bored. I don't know, but that's what we suggested for now. Anyways, she is worried about his physical stuff, but once we explained to her that the physical stuff has never been his forte, that he started walking at 18 months, and that he was also 2.5 weeks early. 2.5 weeks? I don't know. He was born November 26th, and December 12th was his due date. So however many days that is, that's how early he was. And my first OB appointment, actually, they told me that he was supposed to be due December the 18th, and then they changed it to the 12th. So yeah. But anyways, that's what we did yesterday, and I am very happy with his progress. I'm very happy with that progress report. It kind of surprised me to see what a different kid he was here as opposed to at home, because at home I can say to him, you know, do this, do that, do this, do that, and he'll listen. I could give him 1,000 word steps and he'll listen. Here he's not doing that for her, so, which makes sense, because why would he? She's a stranger and she's got 30 kids, and he knows that, hey, if I don't do it, she'll just do it for me. So yeah. But anyways, that was that, and I'm happy with it, and I thought I would give you a little bit of an update about what's going on. And with him being off Mondays and Fridays too, I feel like we can get a little bit more done with him and I, and we can go out and maybe work on him jumping and the physical stuff, and him being really cautious. She also didn't realize that he was going through the eyes, ears, nose, and throat doctor, so hopefully that will help with his balance, because she did say that he does fall a lot, so, which we knew and which we've talked about many, many times. Yeah, so what else happened? I think that was it. Looks like they're outside now. I'm at the school, they're outside, which is weird because it's freezing out, and yet yesterday they were not out and it was beautiful. So they're around the corner. Are you looking for them?
Mine's in there. I
Oh.
her backpack. I'm like,
Oh, she's still inside?
her backpack isn't there. Where's my kid?
Oh, weird. Maybe she didn't want to go out.
Oh, there's a couple of them in there. Probably bathroom break.
Oh, I wonder if mine's in there. All right, I'll touch it.